Hello, Aquarius. How are you doing? Welcome to this space. This is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, coming to you from WoW Oracle. I hope you're doing well, Aquarius. Well, I'm here to do your weekly energy reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of May 3rd through May 9th. Now, Aquarius, I feel that there's something going on in your life right now that you are unsure of because, I tried to do your reading once, got a great reading done, but none of it recorded. And I feel that there may have been a reason for that. I feel because maybe some of you Aquariuses weren't quite ready yet for the message that needed to be shared, or maybe there was a different message that needed to be shared with you right now because maybe there's something that's changing in your life. Okay? So, given that said, for those of you who've been here before, I'm doing things a little bit differently this week. So normally, I would pull an oracle card to see what represented you for the week. And then I would pull another oracle card to see a special message from Spirit. But this week, like I said, I'm doing things a little bit differently. So what I'm doing differently is I have this deck here, and it's called the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle. Now, I had originally bought this oracle for myself, to use for myself, but something has been laid upon my heart to share it with you guys out there. I feel it's because right now, given everything going on in the world, we are all kind of, re-accessing our sense of self. And this deck is all about self-mastery. It's about working through the lessons and the processes in our life to move forward. So what I'll be doing today is I'll be pulling a card from this, and then I'll be reading the description from the book. And then I'll go ahead and get into the tarot, which is your energy reading. So we'll look at, the positive energies coming in, the negative energies coming in, the energies to keep you grounded and open, as well as, how you can best invite in the positive energies and the benefits of those, as well as how the negative energies could affect you and how to best overcome those. And then we'll pull one more tarot card just to see how you're going to be sitting at the end of the week. And then we're going to be doing something special after that. So I was originally only doing this for Taurus, but I had so much fun with it, I decided I would like to share it with all of you. So what I'll be doing is I will be using the Aboriginal Dreaming Totems. And if you stick around with me through the whole read, or you could just skip to it if you'd like to, it's up to you, I will be answering a specific question. So if you have a specific question right now, Aquas, that you need to be answered, when I get to this part, I want you to go ahead and focus on that. And what I will do is I will shuffle and I will pull 3 cards. And the first card will be a circumstance card, that's, surrounding this question you're asking. The second card will be an advice card, so some advice that Spirit's giving you on how you can best process this question. And then an outcome card if you're willing to take that advice. Okay, Aquas? So, given that said, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Being that this is the second recording now of your reading. You're the only sign that this happened for this week, so it's interesting. It's interesting, and it wasn't a malfunction of my phone because I started recording and everything was going fine, but I reached up to stop the recording and nothing recorded. So, given that said, let's go ahead and get right back into it. Alright. So, Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for my Aquas this week? My Aquas, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of May 3rd through May 9th. What messages do you have for my Aquas? What would you like to talk to them about this week? What needs to be brought to their attention? Alright, Aquas. So, what Archangel Metatron would like to talk to you about this week is review and reflection. And that is so funny because, I need to just talk to you a little bit about the first reading. So the first reading, you guys got Nurturing and Mothering, the Madonna card. But your whole reading was about you reassessing and reevaluating something from the past. And how funny, now we have the Review and Reflection card. So it's almost like I feel like this reading's going to go right in line with that. But maybe the first reading was a little bit more of what was going on in the past, and this is more of what's going on right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read what this card says, okay, Aquas? So it says, just as action is required at all times in life, so is the need to stand back and review and reflect. Balance comes from learning, and that both are important and serve each other well. Success comes from not rushing or trying to be first, but in taking time to plan, review, and create strategy to achieve your goals and desires. You're at a time right now when you are urged to momentarily stop and see how far you've come. The path of the wise is one to know when energy needs to be conserved, when to stop and take a breath, and when it's time for reflection. Take a moment to look back and appreciate the difference between you and who you were a year ago and who you are today. Are you satisfied with your progress? Do you feel content with how things are? Do you notice the changes in yourself and your own evolution? Look at the landscape from whence you have come, the people who have shaped you, the experiences along the way, the thoughts and feelings from your past that have created this moment and who you are now. Appreciate all of this. All served you. What did the past teach you? What have you gained or perhaps lost? See all of it, however difficult, as part of life's rich tapestry, each aspect forming the fabric of your life. You may be asked to look back and forgive or accept something you have found challenging, or you may be asked to reach out in a friendship to those who have lost touch with you. As you look back, Metatron will show you what is now required and what requires your attention. Visualize yourself beside a still pool of fresh water and notice where your attention wanders, maybe to a past event or a person, and allow that now. Feel what you are supposed to feel and allow insight and healing to come to you. Link into your heartbeat and allow it to match that of the earth. Connect with the still waters of the pool in front of you and allow the water within your own emotional body to be calm. All is well when you pause, review, and reflect. The moon, reflected in the pool, is supporting you to do this and to feel the truth of her feminine silvery light. This lunar influence will also help you get deeper in touch with your innermost feelings and desires and rest a while in her soft embrace. The moon rules your subconscious, and so allow her to stir that within you to recall moments that you have yet to be properly processed or remembered. This may include recalling moments in your life where you have buried or failed to accept and review of past lives. There is no rush, just a gentle, slow pace. Time stops and allows you to spend a sacred moment reflecting on all that was, all that is, and all that can be. Card number 2 links to the moon, our subconscious self, the feminine energy, illumination, and reflection. And it's interesting because in your first reading, Aqua, the Madonna card was also a feminine energy as well. So go ahead and take a look at this card for a moment and see how she sits next to a pool or a lake with the moon shining on the water. This is asking you for take a time in reevaluation, take a time in reflection. Process anything you have yet to process so that you can move forward. Okay, Aqua, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get right into your energy reading. So first and foremost, we're going to look at the energies to keep you grounded this week, as well as the energies to help you be more open. So Spirit, what energies are going to help to keep my Aquas grounded this week? And what energies are going to help them to be more open? Alright, Aquas. So, we have the 10 of Wands. So, being as this came out in the grounded position, I feel with this 10 of Wands, it is time for you to walk away from burden. It is time for you to walk away from over-responsibility. It's like I feel this sense that you've taken on too much in the past. You've taken on too many things in the past, and you've allowed them to overtake you. And it's time to review and reflect so that you can see what is no longer serving you, and you can leave that behind. And that'll bring you to a place of feeling so much more grounded, so much more connected and rooted in to where it is that you stand. Now, as far as the energies to help you be more open, we have the 7 of Swords. Now, with the 7 of Swords, I feel that you've been mentally challenged lately. You've been mentally challenged. Maybe it's almost like your own mind has been deceiving you. It's almost been deceiving you from seeing the truth of something for what it really is. But I see that this week, for you to remain more open, it's time for you to break away from that. It's time for you to walk away from deceit. It's time for you to walk away from inner deceit. Almost like your ego has been kind of not letting you see the truth for something of what it really is. And it's time for you to break away from those egotistical thoughts and really step into your subconscious. Because the subconscious is what gives you the truth. The moon energy gives truth. She hides nothing. She reveals all. Hence, like the light in the dark. It's like having a flashlight, in a sense. She really illuminates everything that was once hidden. So I feel that this week, to be more open, you need to walk away from that and break free. Break free from that illusionment happening in your mind and see things for what they really are. Now, Aquas, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the positive energies for the week coming in for you, as well as what negative energies may be coming your way. Alright, Spirit, so what are the positive energies coming in for my Aquas this week? And what negative energies may be coming their way? All right, Aquas, so as far as the positive energies of the week, we have the Fool. Yes, this is about you starting a new path. This is about you, this is about Spirit laying out the lines for you so that you know the direction to go in. It's like you walked for such a long time with burden and such a long time with too much responsibility, and Spirit is freeing you of that now. Freeing you of that and sending you on a new spiritual journey. So before you start this journey, make sure that you review and reflect on the things that happened in the past so that you can move forward with a little bit less baggage. It's almost like, you know, you see how the Fool, he only has a small bag on his pole there. This is how you were before, carrying too many things, too much spiritual baggage, too much emotional baggage, too much, you know, financial baggage. And Spirit wants you to lighten that load, so you can go forward on a new spiritual journey, on a new path, because you know the Fool card is about beginnings. So I feel that this week what's coming in for you, Aquas, is a new beautiful beginning. A new beautiful beginning where you're going to feel freer than you've ever felt before. Now, the negative energies that could be coming in for you this week. So we have the Four of Wands. Now, you know, normally this card doesn't have a negative connotation to it, but I feel like that maybe this week, if you don't review and reflect on your past, you're going to have a hard time making this transition here. So see, it's like right here, this is how you kind of are at the moment. This is where you need to be. And this is that transition card. And I feel like this week, Aquas, that you're having a little bit of a hard time transitioning into the new. Which is, it's almost like you're still coming from a place of disharmony and a breakdown of what it is you really want and what it is you really need. And that's keeping you at this sense of an inability to transition onto this new path. So now, you know, because the fours are about structure and foundation. And I feel like that's what needs to be reviewed and reflected upon, is the structure in your life and the foundations in your life. So you can see what's really serving you, what's really not. So you can make this beautiful transition that I see that is definitely here in the cards for you. It's definitely here for you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to best invite in the positive energies. And we're going to look at how the negative energies could affect you. So Spirit, how might my Aquas best invite in the positive energies? And how might the negative energies affect them? Alright, Aquas, so as far as how to best invite those positive energies in this week, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is about inspiration. This is about beginnings. This is another beginnings card. So I see that the best way that you can walk into this new beginning is really transition. Transition from the old and use your power and use your potential to really do this. It's like, you know, Spirit is coming in like hard with that wand saying, here, take this. I have a new beginning for you. And it's really time for you to grasp that new beginning and hold on to it tight. So I feel that the best way that you can invite in this new opportunity, this new journey, this new path, is by transitioning from the old and using your innate raw power to do that. And be inspired while doing it. It's almost like you have to see things a different way. You need to see things a different way so that you can step into this new beginning. And that's definitely going to, you know, come to you if you take time to review and reflect. Because maybe you are kind of being illusioned by things and not seeing things for what they really are. And it's time for you to allow the moon, you're in your subconscious, to illuminate those things so that you can move forward. Now, as far as how the negative energies could affect you this week, we have the Queen of Swords. So it could very well be that there's a Libra in your midst that's kind of creating a little bit of not disaster, but like disease for you this week. It could very well that a Libra is kind of surrounding the situation, surrounding how it is that you need to move forward, and maybe it is that you need to release a Libra. You need to release some Libra energy. But if it's not another person, Aqua, if it's not another person, I feel that what's happening here is that if you can't make this transition, if you can't move away from this breakdown of harmony, what's going to happen for you is you're going to still be in a place of being over emotional. Almost like you're not really able to process things for the truth of what it is. So you can see the Queen of Swords is about using her clear thinking and her clear intellectual power to see the truth for things of what they really are. You know, the Queen knows all in a sense. She's able to see through the bullshit. And I see that this week, if you keep yourself from transitioning to this new path, you're really still not going to be seeing the truth of the matter for what it really is. And that's why, another reason why that this, you know, time out needed card is here. Because it's time for you to reassess, reevaluate. It's almost like there is some Four of Cups energy here. It's like you need to spend some time in contemplation so you can really see things for what they really are. So this week, make that transition, or else you're not going to be able to see things clearly. Okay, Aquas? So now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the benefits of the positive energies this week for you, and how you can best overcome the negative challenges. Alright, Spirits, what are the benefits of the positive energies for my Aquas this week? And how can they best overcome the negative challenges? Alright, let's see, Aquas. Yeah, look at that. That is so amazing. You got the... Okay, so I hate to keep bringing up the original reading that you guys didn't get to see. I'm sorry that I don't know why I didn't record. But you got this card in the same spot. So yes, I see that if you can take time to review and reflect, reassess, lighten your load, and step into this new beautiful journey that's being given to you with your raw power, with your victory, I see that you're going to be recovering from something from the past. And you're going to be doing it with such resilience. It's almost like you're holding on to what is really true to you. And you're releasing what's no longer true to you. So see, in this card, if you see how he's holding on to one wand while all the other wands are behind him, it's like he's putting down conflict. He's putting down betrayals. He's putting down lies. He's putting down what's no longer serving him and only holding on to what's true for him. And obviously, see, if you see here too in the Fool's journey, the Fool's only carrying one wand as well. So it's time for you to release some of your responsibilities. It's time for you to release some of your emotional burdens. And the only way that you can do that this week, I feel, is that if you take time to review and reflect everything that's happened in your life, everywhere you're coming from, and everywhere that you're going. So you need to take time to make that transition. And if you do that, I see that you will have mental clarity. But if you don't, Aquas, if you continue to stay in this place that you're at, I see that you're still not going to be seeing the truth for what it is. So now, as far as how to best overcome this negative challenge this week, we have the Ace of Cups. Yes. So look at, so see, we have releasing burdens, and this is about being emotionally balanced. This is about not coming from a place of overwhelming emotions and no longer blocking or repressing emotions. So I feel that this week there's some emotions, what it is that's inside of you that you need to release is some emotional baggage, some emotional burden. It's almost like you're holding on to hurt of the past, and Spirit no longer wants you to carry that with you. Spirit wants you to process that, reevaluate that, review upon that, and release it. Release it. No longer carrying that baggage with you, because if you want to move into growth and you want to move forward on your spiritual path, it is time for you to process those things that have been holding you back and release them. And it could be that some of it has to do with some love. It could be that some of these emotions that you are working through or have yet to work through have to do with matters of the heart. So maybe there was some failed relationships or some failed friendships or some failed, connections in the past that have been really holding you back. Maybe there was some betrayal and some lies. Well, it's time for you to move forward from that. It is time for you to release that so you can take a new journey, because you're on the road to recovery here. And Spirit is bringing in something beautiful and new for you, some new love. Because the Ace of Cups is also about new love. Okay? So this week I see that for you to move away from this, you need to use your creativity, your internal creativity, and always think of your life and everything that's happened to you with love and compassion, really reviewing and reflecting and processing the things that have happened to you in the past so you can no longer have those blocked or repressed emotions. Okay, Aquas? So now what we're going to do is we're going to see what the final outcome is going to be with this. See what the overall impact is going to be from these energies coming towards you this week. So Spirit, what are the overall impact of energies coming towards my Aquas this week? For the week of May 3rd through May 9th. How are they going to be feeling by the end of the week? Alright, Aquas, so your overall impact card. Look at, wow! So, interesting. Again, you got another card in the same spot. You got another card in the same spot. And I feel what this is, with this Two of Swords. Ooh, cords. Ooh, cords. Funny. Maybe I meant to say cords because, like I said, you know, there's some things that you're working through in the past. So maybe there's some cords that need to be cut. Some cords that need to be cut. So that you can come from this place of no longer having this Two of Swords energy. It's like you're blocking yourself off from something lovely for you. You know, last week, your reading had to do with, you know, you blocking out a love for you. You blocking out some kind of love for you. And maybe that's because you're still holding on to some emotional baggage of the past that you need to release. It's almost like you're blocking out something good for you. So this week, I feel that if you're able to make that transition into this new beautiful journey, what you will do is you will then kind of open these Two of Swords. You're going to open these Two of Swords. And you're going to allow this beautiful energy to flow back into you whilst dropping the swords and releasing what's no longer serving you. What's no longer serving your highest good. It's almost like for a long time you have blocked yourself to something very beautiful, and it is time for that thing to come in for you so you can move forward on your path. Okay, Aquas? Beautiful energy reading. Beautiful energy reading. Really tied in well to last week's reading. I just see that you guys are definitely going to be starting this spiritual path or this new path this week, okay, Aquas? So now, given that, we're going to do what we had talked about in the beginning. So think about that question. Think about that specific question that you have right now. What is it that you would like answered? And send that energy to me right now. Eve, doesn't matter when you're watching this. Energy isn't linear. It's fluid. So even though you may watch this in a month, know that Spirit has already served me that energy now. Okay? So think about the question that you need an answer to, and I'll go ahead and shuffle. So Spirit, what guidance do you have for my Aquas? What guidance do you have for my Aquas? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. In regards to the question they're asking right now. What guidance do you have for my Aquas in regards to what it is they're asking about right now? Whenever it is they're watching this video. Alright, Aquas. So, in regards to that question you're asking. So the circumstances that surround this question, we have love. Look at the synchronicity there. Not two times now, your readings have had to do with love. Had to do with some new love coming in for you. And look at what we have here is we have love. But what this says is, before you can truly love another, you need to open your heart and allow yourself to receive love first. If you open your heart to love, it will flow into your soul. So yeah, this is about you opening those swords and allowing that love to flow in. Because it's time for you to review and reflect pains of the past so you can work through them. Now, as far as some guidance in regards to this question, we have steadiness. And what this says is, things seem to be moving slowly, but use this time to your advantage and gather your resources and rebuild your energy. You're going to need them. Woohoo! Something's coming in strong for you guys. I don't know what it is exactly you're asking about, but something's coming in strong, and you might be needing your energy. I don't know what you need your energy for, huh? But, yeah, there's Spirit's definitely saying you're going to need your energy for this. Okay? Now, as far as the outcome, if you take this stance, we have questions. And it says, what you are thinking about is absolutely correct. It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. So I see that you already know the answer to this question, Aquas. You know exactly what the answer to this question is that you're inquiring about. You know exactly what this reading is about. So take heed to what is being told to you. Because what it is, it's almost like your internal barometer. It's pointing to yes. And it's not incorrect. So listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. And listen to everything when it comes to the matters of your life. Okay, Aquas? So those are your messages for this week. Thank you for being with me in this space. If this resonated with you, please comment below. Let me know what you have to say. I love to hear all your comments. If you're new to my channel, please like, click, subscribe. Share this video with anybody you feel needs to hear it. And this is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, signing off from Wow Oracle. Thank you, Aquas. I'll see you next week. Much love from me to you. Namaste.